It's too. It's too.
Ouch. Hello? Can you hear me now, Mr. Krabs? Hello?
It's too.
This is the hand gesture.
Hey there, spooky friends, and welcome to another episode of Storytime with the Scaryish Podcast.
Woo!
I'm Robin Grace. This is Adam Diaz, and
Hello.
today we're here with a few more homegrown horrors to share with you folks. If you folks aren't familiar with homegrown horrors, we're going to have Adam here explain to you what they are.
Homegrown horrors, the wonderful stories that have been sent to us by you, the listener, or the viewer, depending on if you watch us live. If you have never caught a Storytime or a Pasta Time live, we do those at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Time at youtube.com/scaryish and twitch.tv/scaryish podcast. If you have a story you would like to submit, then you'd like to share with us, that's a homegrown horror, that's paranormal, coincidental, supernatural, spiritual, extraterrestrial, or true crime in nature, Robin, where can folks submit those?
You can submit them directly to us at storytime@scaryish.com, or you can go to our website, which is scaryish.com. You go to a contact us page through that website, fill out the form, and it gets emailed to us that way.
Indeed. We would love to hear from you, so feel free to reach out. We're going to be reading 4 homegrown horrors for this particular episode.
Count that. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
She counted it. She told you to do it, and then she did it for you. So do you want to go first, Robin, or should I?
Let me go first.
All right. Go nuts for donuts.
So the first...
Who doesn't like donuts? Am I right?
Yeah, you're right. Well, but then it depends on the donut. Dunkin' Donuts, Krispy Kreme, like small hole in the wall donut shop.
We haven't
Pink Pops.
technically started the show yet, and you are really, really opening up a can of worms here. Because, like, I hate Krispy Kreme donuts, and I know that is a controversial opinion, and I love Dunkin' Donuts, which seems like it's another controversial opinion. So
they're soft and squishy and delicious.
I just think they're too soft, they're too squishy, and they're
also made with like molasses and stuff.
They're sticky too, which I'm not the biggest fan of. You know, I like.
You're not a fan of sticky?
No, I'm not. Not in donut context. I don't like that.
I
like a cake donut with chocolate glaze. That's what I like. I don't like a super soft, squishy sponge-like donut that looks like it's been covered in jizz. But that's just me. I think we should probably move on. However, we'd love to hear your opinions on donuts. You don't have to say what you hate. You can just say what you like. That said, Robin, take it away.
All right. So this... I'm so distracted. Okay. So the first email of this episode is titled Preschool Ghost. It goes, "Hi, Robin and Adam. Hello.
Hello.
That's us. And this is from Kelly, which is Marsha's friend. I don't know if you remember hanging out with Kelly.
I do indeed.
Yeah.
I didn't realize she sent 2.
Yeah, and it says, you can totally read this if you guys find it interesting enough, and we're going to read it. So here it goes. I used to work at a preschool in the 1-year-old room. The school calls it the toddler room. Our school cook provided lunch and snacks for the students, and in our room, we kept any leftover snacks. Bags of trail mix, goldfish crackers, Cheerios, etc. Man, those all sound like great snacks. Because snacks help when 1-year-olds have meltdowns. We kept these extra snacks on an upper shelf above our counter and sinks. One day after lunch, when we were all in the play area, not near the counter shelves or sinks, a bag of cereal fell off of the shelf. We hadn't used any of those snacks or even touched that shelf for a few hours. There isn't even another classroom on the other side of that wall, just a hallway with teacher bathrooms. It freaked me out and my co-teacher. When the cook came in to collect lunch leftovers, we told her about the cereal, and she told us that on a weekend, when no one else was in the building, she and her husband were doing some work at the school and both heard a baby crying in the direction of the baby room.
That's fucked up.
It was down the hall past my classroom at the front of the school. They both ran to the room only to find the room empty. I think that would be so freaking scary.
I agree.
To hear a baby crying and that's all you hear, you know? A few days after the cereal fell, I was in the break room alone and... Sorry, I heard
Did you hear cereal falling just now?
No.
It's turkey.
A few days after the cereal fell, I was in the break room alone and saw some mist float in front of my face, coming from right where there was just a closed window and a wall. It freaked me out until the next time I was in there and I realized that there was an Airwick scent mister thing on the table.
That's funny. That
I guess I'd mistaken for a pencil sharpener. Still no explanation for the cereal or the baby crying though. Just the mystery mist. Did it smell good though?
I'm sure it was like, oh my god, what was that? Why does it smell so fresh?
Thank you guys for your podcast. You guys rock. Heart Kelly. Thank you so much, Kelly, for sharing that with us. I think that's so funny. And I want to know if the airwick actually smelled or anything like that. Or maybe that's when they realized, like, oh, no. It's just an air freshener, you know? Who knows?
I mean, I'm sure it smelled pretty good. I think the overall idea of, like, hearing a baby crying and not be able to find it is alarming, not just in the sense where it's like, oh, that's creepy, but, like, what if there's actually a baby that's in distress and you can't find it? It makes it even worse, you know?
Right.
So it's like something that would trigger like the maternal or the paternal instinct in a person to like search more than they normally would for any other sort of noise. If it was like disembodied children's laughter, I'd be like, burn the building down. But when it's like a baby crying, it's a different story. So good stuff.
Cool beans. Nice.
All right. That'll be the first story in the books. We're going to go ahead, mark it. Look over into stream chat, read some notifications, read all that fun stuff.
Stream.
So there was something I wanted to say. So I did a bunch of testing when I got back to Vegas to make sure that the stream would work properly. So there's a few things I want to address. One is that Twitch supposedly has this new update that's out for the service that we stream off of, which is Restream, where we should be able to set our stream settings to auto rather than having to go through the advanced settings and like itemize out everything that we need to happen. So it should be, according to Twitch, a smoother experience right now because although I did set the bitrate, like the interval frame seconds, things like that I have to set are all on auto. So if anyone's having issues, let me know. It should be okay on YouTube. If you have issues, folks, you can switch over. If things seem okay, then that's a good sign. Secondly, when it comes to the alerts, I just noticed in my earbuds or my earphones, whatever, it sounds like they're doubled, which it wasn't an hour ago when I tested everything. So I'm curious if the intro song was also doubled and it looped on top of itself. So just let me know in the chat if that is the case. That said, I'm going to look at some of these notifications and give some shout outs. Shout out to Glitch Grim for resubscribing for the 32nd month. Says 32. Let's go. Lots of love, y'all. Very sweet of you. Shout out to Malum for resubscribing for the 24th month. 2 years of putting money back in his own pocket. Cha-ching.
Thanks.
Shout out to Latrea for resubscribing for the 4th month. Says, happy to be here. I missed the last 2 lives. No worries. We're happy to have you back. Shout out to Madscan who resubscribed for the 3rd month and said, hi, what up?
All right. I'm going to make my drink here because I just came home like 10 minutes ago. So I'm going to make my drink.
Anyone who was watching during the intro heard her say, hello, can you hear me now, Mr. Krabs? Because she wasn't muted because I was in the channel by myself and I didn't know when she was going to get home. I was planning out what sort of fun activities we were all going to have together while we waited for Robin to arrive, but she made it just in time.
Oh, I wasn't muted, so everybody heard me when I came home?
Yeah, so if you said any other things that I didn't hear, they all did, so.
Oh, shit.
What'd you say?
I hope it wasn't anything dumb. I bet there was something stupid that was said. Anyway, I'm going to make my drink. Pour some sugar on me.
What are you going to make?
Jules was nice enough to bring me some... I want to say tequila because that song's in my head, but vodka. So she brought me some vodka, and we have some Mountain Dew. This is like, how much is this? Like a good amount.
I'd say like 2 shots, maybe. I mean, it sounded like you poured more than it looked like, but yeah. I'm going to be drinking my good old rum and coke. I will say, Robin, I confirmed what bottle was broken when my mom moved the booze cart, the liquor cart, and it was small sampler of like lemon Ciroc or some sort of flavored, flavored vodka. Not the Patron. Yeah, so
nothing interesting.
So something weird here is like a hype train just started in the channel 9 minutes ago when y'all were doing your subscriptions, which is awesome. Thank you so much for that. And it said a hype train just started like normal, and then later on 4 minutes into it, it said your stream is now being boosted. I don't know what that means. I just know that they added stuff to the hype train. So however we're being boosted, like. Thanks.
Boost it.
All right, first person in either chat channel, don't forget to have your restream open, Robin. I'm not sure if you already do. Was IMB Trainer, who messaged us at 5:41, so a full 50 minutes early. Said, gonna try to stay awake for the stream tonight. Long day at work with me, having been in charge of my department. I'm bushed. Right on. Looks like Glitch was the second person, excuse me. Over there in Facebook and over here in Twitch. Waves Does Stuff says, is cutely summoned. And Maya said hello over there in YouTube. Nice to see you folks trickling in. Captain Fake Eye is here as well. Latrea, obviously, because they subscribed again. Just going to keep scrolling here. MQI is also here. Cursed Wolf arrived and said, "Awoo." Is that a vampire bat?
Mickey Mouse. Yeah. He's Mickey Mouse, but he's a vampire.
Pretty cute. I like that he has a widow's peak. Brian.
This was my purchase when we went out just now.
Brian is over there. Did you guys find the thing you were looking for?
No, they sold out.
That sucks. Brian's over there in YouTube today and said, "Mom and Dad are sleeping in separate bedrooms again." Yes, I am back in Las Vegas. All right, gonna keep scrolling. Glitch said all donuts are equal, and then when I said the jizz thing, he said, "What the fuck, Adam?" Then he almost made me spit out my drink when he said, #glaze that donut, #eat glaze. Cursed Wolf said, #jelly filled. So that's fun. I saw Lizzie B was having problems with Twitch. They switched over to Facebook. Jay Valor is over there in YouTube, says, "Hey-o, I made it." Brian says, "What is scarier, a baby cry heard from an empty room or a disembodied child's laughter in an empty hallway?" I'm going to go with cry because I feel more compelled to run towards it. Mad Scan says, "I'm here, but I'm not on FaceTime to figure out event stuff." No worries.
I feel like if a baby is crying, I'm less inclined to run there because crying usually means they're alive and breathing and stuff, you know?
I guess.
It's when a baby stops crying that I'm like, what? And then you run because it's like they were crying a second ago and then they stopped. Why did they stop so abruptly?
Gotcha. Mad Scan is here, and I should probably mention, Mad Scan, we're going to be reading one of your stories tonight. I think it's going to be the next one, in fact. So thank you for sending it, and it's awesome that you get to be here while we read it. Lizzie B says... Go ahead.
Captain Fake Eye says, "Guys, I was just holding a patient's baby because she wanted to rest, and then my ovaries exploded."
Wow. Jesus. Lizzie B said that they could listen on Facebook, but that they had problems with Twitch when they were at Twitch. Latreia said the sounded clear. It was not doubled for them, so that is good to hear. All right. Chloe Michelle says, "Made it. What up, fam? What up? Thank you for joining us." MQI says, "Child's laughter in a hallway." That's to answer Brian in YouTube. Good to know. Pink Penguin says, "Hi, everyone. What up?" Glitch says, "Remember, you can kick a ghost baby if you have ghost shoes."
Hooked up.
Okay. I don't know what ghost shoes are, but that's good to know. We are caught up on chat, and it's only 6:44. So that typically doesn't happen. We don't have a lot of people in the stream right now, which is sad. It breaks my heart a little bit. But hey.
It does break my heart a little bit.
It is what it is. So I guess we can just move on to the next story. And then, we'll see what we got after that. So I'm going to go ahead and mark it. And Mad Scan, your story is coming up.
Captain Fake Eye said it's been a rough week. I'm sorry, it's been a rough week.
I am too. That's unfortunate. But hey, you're here now. If we end early, we'll have some fun activities that we can all do together. That way we can all just sort of hang out. But let's just do this whole fun thing we call story time first. Get that in the bag. And then we'll have fun after the fact. I also have to work after this, so that fucking sucks.
I already did extra work today, so I'm like, meh.
Yeah, I got called back into work at 5, and then I had to message my boss at 5:45 and be like, "Hey, so totally forgot to mention, I have a presentation tomorrow that I need data for." Shout out to Ghost Dunk for cheering 200 bits. You are now officially the stream boss. Congratulations.
Jen on Discord is like, "I'm on the stream."
That's funny. Shout out to Jen on Discord. Thank you so much for joining us. All right. I'm going to mark it, and we're going to go ahead and move into this next story. All right.
MQI said, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Just keep going. Whatever.
MQI says there are people on other platforms. There are more people on YouTube than usual.
We have a count that shows us how many people are on each platform, and then we have something that combines all the chat into one. So it's just very odd. Usually we have a lot of chat that takes until 7 p.m. our time to get through, but we got through. All right, I'm going to make it, mark it, whatever. Right. Boop. All right, so I'm going to move on to our second story of the show, and this one's subject is Less Ghost, More Superstitious. And it starts out like this: feel free to read on the pod. It's always nice to see that, because then we don't have to skim through it to see if we have permission or not, and then spoil things. It goes like this: hello, Robin and Adam, and all the spooky friends. Hello.
Sorry. I clicked on something and then it opened something and it was like, nope. It was like.
So it's like every fucking Zoom meeting I've ever had at work.
Okay, can you redo your intro?
Starts out like this: hello, Robin and Adam, and all the spooky friends.
Hello, I'm
Hello.
Robin, and you guys are all the spooky friends.
Wow, and all the spooky friends have to yell hello wherever you're at right now.
Hello.
First, I want to start by saying how much I love the podcast and the community it has created. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
and
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
Okay, I was just going to say, like, we really can't take credit for the community because you guys build that community. So whenever people say, like, oh, man, I love the community, it's like, we love the community because it's literally all of you guys. And y'all don't put up with people's shit because we don't put up with people's shit. You know what I mean? Like,
the community of hard asses over here. No, yeah, it's just a bunch of positivity, which is nice to see everyone like embrace that and support each other. And it's a really special thing. And like Robin said, we don't really take credit for it. We're just lucky enough that it spread it up around the show.
Yeah.
The email continues. I just recently joined the Discord about a month or so and enjoyed helping make Secret Santa happen. That was really fun, by the way. I first started listening to your podcast about 4 years ago because my boyfriend recommended it to me, saying you two sounded exactly how we are with each other. I'm so sorry to hear that.
I think a lot of people have said that in the past. They're like, you guys remind me of us.
Yeah. Yeah. We're sorry for all of your relationships, y'all. Just kidding.
Our relationship's not bad.
It goes on to say,
you're hella annoying, but you know.
You're hella annoying. Who the fuck shows up for a live stream at 6:28 p.m.? Robin, that's who.
I wanted to go look for stuff.
Goes on to say,
I bought a Captain America bag. It was great. Glad
that we're whatever. I hate you so much. Goes on to say, now this story is not about anything paranormal, but it is definitely something freaky that I experienced as a child. Okay, I regret how I said something freaky. It is definitely something freaky that I experienced as a child. Growing up, the neighborhood kids and my sister and I would always take advantage of nice weather and go on bike rides to the park and stuff. Very reminiscent of stereotypical 80s movies with kids on bikes doing crazy things to have fun. I used to do that too. One Sunday morning, I totally had a bike, and my best friend lived like half a mile away, so I would like ride to his house like every day, or he would ride to mine, and then we would just go and do something stupid. All right, gonna continue with this. They were riding around. One Sunday morning, we decided to head to the park to do what kids do and hang out. It was me, my sister, our one cousin, and two sisters from up the street. The one sister told us a story about how on Sundays, I think it should be on, about how on Sundays you should say sucker-free Sunday, so you wish all the bad luck away. I've never heard of that. The rest of us didn't pay much attention to it, and after collecting our walkie-talkie from my grandma, we were off. We didn't make it down the street before the girl said sucker-free Sunday. Before I knew it, my shoelaces got caught up in my pedals, and we had to stop to untangle them. She would periodically say the phrase, and one of us would suffer from it. Wow. It's like she's casting a spell. The girl's younger.
I'm going to use that for you in the future.
I'll just say it too so I can be protected. The girl's younger sister also got her shoelaces caught in her pedals, and I almost got hit by a car who was speeding around a corner. My sister busted her tooth through her lip once. We finally made it to the park, and my cousin got stung by a bee and almost ran into a construction vehicle. Needless to say, after that day, and the girl who... that's weird. Needless to say, after that day, and the girl who said the phrase never getting hurt, we swore off the phrase forever. I never looked into this, nor do I want to, but it was definitely a freaky coincidence or powerful superstition. Anyways.
Legend behind Sucker-Free Sunday.
I've never heard Sucker-Free Sunday, but now we all have. So make sure you say it, or you can use it as like a curse word on someone, like a literal curse word. Anyway, sorry for the long story. It wasn't that long. But I have a lot more, and I will have to write it again with other paranormal stories. I love the podcast, and congratulations, Robin, on your graduation.
Woo, thank you. I'm so glad I'm done too.
Said thanks, Maddie, or Madscan812. Well, thank you so much, Madscan, for sending that in. That's really, really effing creepy that it's like she was saying this and everyone kept getting hurt or almost dying in different ways. It seems like it's a witch, in child's clothing that's just pretending and just having fun, but I don't know. It's really creepy, right?
I just say that because I'm watching Beautiful Creatures, the movie. I've never seen it. And I guess it's about magic so far. I don't know.
Right on. I have no idea what you're talking about, so I just know that it's about magic. So how far into it are you?
Maybe 45 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, it's a movie. It's almost over.
I was going to say, for 45 minutes into a movie, you figure you know what it's about, but hey. It's cool.
Supposed to be a romantic, like a romance movie that like it's about high school kids and magic, and it kind of reminds me of Sabrina a little bit, the new Sabrina.
You said it's called Beautiful Creatures?
Yeah.
For whatever reason, even though you said that, I still hear The Beautiful People playing in my head by Marilyn Manson.
Beautiful people. Oh, MQI says the movie is terrible. Okay. Thank you so much for sending your story in. Hopefully we get to hear all of your other creepy stories that you have in store.
Yeah, send in the rest because we want to hear them. All right, that's the first one from me. Second one overall. Let's go ahead and look over in stream chat, see what you folks had. I got to move some windows around while we're at it because I don't know what happened, but one of them got like shrunk down to a tiny little nub. Glitch said, I thought you were going to read while I did that, but Glitch said, my job called me after I left wanting me to do all kinds of crap, and I was like, nope, 2 weeks, bitches. It's hilarious.
Scrolling. Are there any redemptions, or am I good?
Just the Ghost Dunk one that I already read off. I'm Beatrice says, guessing it's because Twitch is glitched. I didn't realize Twitch was glitched because we're not dropping any frames, and I'm not seeing any like error reports coming through on our side from Twitch. I don't know. Glitch has redeemed, and Red Keto has redeemed, and Red Keto has redeemed, and Red Keto has redeemed.
Oh my god.
4 drinks just now. So there you go. Fun stuff. I guess I'll just keep reading all this stuff. I don't know where you're at today, Robin.
Sorry. Liz is messaging me. Okay.
It's a live show, dog.
There's talk in the chat about having a baby or making babies and how you can't make babies cross states.
What?
Because Captain Bake Eye lives in one state and her husband lives in a different state. Let's see.
Okay. I don't know.
Let's see. MQI says they chat on Twitch and watch on YouTube. I think a lot of people actually do that where they use 2 apps in order to get the job done.
IMB Trainer says to Captain Fig, I agree. Can't even airmail baby making goops. Gross. I mean, you could. It just probably would need like a lot of sealing or whatever.
Brian over on YouTube says I need to get another phone going on Twitch so I can still see the chat. I want to laugh with all my friends, not just the 2 nerds doing the stream. JK, don't banhammer me, Glitch.
Glitch said, LOL, watching. Nice.
I just love that. Whenever something weird happens, he's like, watching.
I appreciate it because I'm always just like, if I don't see that, I'm like, Glitch, you might want to check out YouTube just in case he hasn't noticed. I'm going to keep scrolling here. Pink Penguin says, don't they send baby chickens through the mail?
I don't know. I thought it was ground. Maybe they send them by air too. I mean, I know chickens can sort of fly, but...
Latreya has redeemed a drink, so we're up to 5 now.
Oh, man.
Right, Robin, can you tilt your camera down a little bit? Because you have a bunch of empty white space above you.
You want to look at my boobs? I get it.
Always.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's better. Cool. All right.
Something about tequila.
Curse Wolf has redeemed the 6th drink. I think that was my 3rd, but I sort of just picked it up and sipped it without even thinking.
Red Keto says, we're late. Hi, everyone. Hello.
Matskin says, okay, fully here. How is everyone? We just read your story, Matskin.
Pink Penguin says, I don't know how you do it about working 48 hours. Talking about burnout. I think burnout in recent time has become more and more prominent. At least companies are talking about it more. I know I get emails periodically about preventing burnout.
I was watching a video about how burnout is handled across a couple nations between the U.S. and Germany.
Ooh, enlighten me.
Germany gives you weeks of paid leave. You can also go to a place to develop your skills. You can go back to school. If you wind up getting laid off or if you lose your job because you took time off for burnout, I think it said you get 80% of whatever your salary would have been had you stayed at the job for a year and a half. All just to try and make their people more efficient. by avoiding burnout, which is hilarious because Germany is one of the most efficient countries, and like they have very efficient businesses that run there, and they acknowledge burnout's a thing, and they make sure that people are taken care of to avoid it or just straight up deal with it. And then in America, it's just like, oh, you're burnt out? Find a new fucking job. Like, that's just how they treat people. So it's unfortunate. I think in regards to the movie that you're talking about, MQI says the books are amazing. The movie is awful.
I've never read the books.
Interesting.
But this is the first time I'm watching this movie. And everyone has a really strong Southern accent because it's based in South Carolina.
Red Keto says, we're late. Hi, everyone. Oh, you popped in just in time to give us 3 drinks, so that's cool. Matskin says,
dumb bitch.
Also, bye. Currently crawling into myself from them reading my story. That's hilarious.
Aw, Captain Fake Eye says, exciting for people near Philly. We're meeting up at Texas Roadhouse this weekend if you want to come. Cute, cute, cute. Nice. Mini Spooky Con. I think it's funny. Red Keto keeps winning bets, and that's why he's like redeeming.
That is funny.
Glitch says, I need a watching shirt. I feel like if you wore a shirt that just said watching, period, like people would be like, what the hell? Like,
it would be funny though.
I wonder if we're allowed to put a Twitch icon on a shirt.
I don't see why not.
I
like
just don't
the
know.
Twitch logo?
Like, yeah.
I mean, do you plan on selling them for profit or just to send to people?
Just like for Glitch, if we wanted to make a shirt that had the Twitch icon on it.
Why the hell
and
not?
It just said watching next to it.
Do you think like Twitch IP lawyers are going to come in through the ceiling like on ropes and just like shoot you? It's just like one we're making for personal use to send to our mod. I think they'd be okay with that. I at least hope they would be okay with that. I'm going to keep scrolling.
Brian over on YouTube says, I feel like shipping a flightless bird by air is ironic cruelty.
I feel like if you shipped a flightless bird by air, it would be like, so this is what it's like.
But I would want to put it by a window, you know, so they can see what's going on.
Exactly.
Captain Fake Eye says, speaking of burnout, worked a 24-hour shift on Saturday and logged 80 plus hours this last week.
Oof.
Wow. Oh my God. A work week is normally 40 hours.
Here, yes.
So that's 8 hours, 5 days a week. That's insane that you worked 80 hours. That's no days off.
You're averaging a minimum of 16 hours a day for 5 days. Or, you know, you have that 24-hour shift, so that definitely helped pump those numbers up. So I understand why you're needing a break from it all. Lizzie B says, yes, as a nurse, I am burned right the fuck out. Think I'm going to just Uber my way into retirement because I want to do nothing. It's just like, were we meant for this? I saw something. Okay. I have a bone to pick with a meme that I saw. Someone posted a meme on my story, or excuse me, on my feed that said, like, we weren't meant for jobs. We were meant to run bare through the woods with, like, cheese and some other food. And then, like, everything about it, I was just like, I get it, we're not meant for work. But anyone who thinks that you were meant to run barefoot through the forest have never been barefoot in a forest. Because that's the stupidest shit I've ever heard. Like, the forest floor is a dangerous fucking place for you to just be stepping sans creatures in general. Like, I feel like the people who would, like put that meme up on their timeline are the same people that I knew from high school who are, like, deathly allergic to poison ivy and poison oak, who they could just look at the woods and just fucking break out. So when I saw that, I was like, no, like, I don't agree with this whole statement. Like, I only agree with some of this statement. Captain Vega says, because residency was constantly 80 plus hours a week, so I appreciate fellowship where I mostly only work 60-hour weeks. LOL. The fact that it's still 60 hours is just so many hours. She says it helps that I love my job. That does help a lot.
That does help. And if you folks didn't know, she has a TikTok where she talks about different medical issues that face women, and they're really educational, and I enjoy them. You guys should follow it too.
Absolutely.
Brian over on YouTube says, maybe the bird appreciates getting taken on a flight. It's like making its dream of flight come true.
That's exactly what I said. Matreya says, I work at 2 jobs taking care of young disabled adults 6 days a week. I burned out fast. Yeah.
Lizzie B says, what movie? Beautiful Creatures. Yeah, it was on Netflix, so I just put it on today. Did you read the Burned Out Fast one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm Butrain says, I put in for the open supervisor position. I was also told by another who is helping me run the department and the breaks that needed covered that he was glad I put in for it and that he hopes I get it because we need somebody competent. Nice. Lizzie B says, actually, I'd rock a shirt that said watching. No
I
icon,
might make it.
just watching.
I'm gonna draw it right after this. Something about tequila.
Matt Scan said, I've learned with this job to set boundaries. I think that's important for everyone to do at their place of work, is like you have to set a boundary between your personal life and your professional life, because a lot of workplaces will just try and bleed over into as much of your personal time as possible. And that is something that absolutely causes burnout.
And Beef Trainer says, to be honest, though, I love seeing OT on my checks. My pay rate jumps my OT to nearly $20 an hour.
Nice.
Captain Big Guy says, oh gosh, I haven't posted on TikTok in a while because I've been working too much. Your older ones are still there, and I've watched them. Yeah.
All right, I think this is my 5th drink. How many do you have, Robin?
I don't know. I've just been drinking. Captain Big Guy says this last week was not for telling stories, just people actively trying to die after having their babies. What the fuck?
Trying to die. The keywords.
Glitch and Lizzie B are like, hell yeah, for the watching shirts. Captain Big Eye says, I think people forget that having babies is super scary and dangerous, and people used to die all the time because now we have modern medicine, but it's still scary as shit sometimes. Yeah, straight up, dude. Like, you're pushing this thing that's like connected to you, that's been feeding off of you for 9 months, and there's so much blood. Maybe some feces, but lots of blood.
Matt Scan says, I wish I got OT, but unfortunately I am salary. That is when you really, really have to set boundaries. Because it's like every minute you work over whatever your allotted time period is for your pay period, you're getting paid less for all the work you're doing, you know? Like when we were GameStop managers, I think when you work like those 40, 45 weeks normally, you're just like, all right, it is what it is. Once you start getting to the 52 and 60 hour ranges or 60 plus, you're making less than your employees with all the amount of time you're putting in. And it's definitely something that leads to severe burnout.
Let's see.
Oh my God.
Captain Big Eye says, I had to do an emergency hysterectomy on a young woman because she bled 4 liters. I sobbed afterwards about it. I freaking would too. Holy crap.
Doesn't the human body only have like 9 or 10 liters in it too? Maybe less.
I honestly couldn't tell you.
Maybe that's pints I'm thinking of, actually.
Tell me how many liter Coke bottles I am. Let's see.
Elizabeth says, I work 3 12-hour days a week, and in the past year, that's all you will get from me. I would work up to 16 to 18 hours a day, 4 to 5 days in a row, but man, I can't do it. That's a lot of hours. Yeah, you 100% have to set that boundary for yourself. All right. We are kind of caught up, so I'm going to go ahead and run the Twitch ad right here. So if you are a Twitch sub, you are not going to get this ad. If you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, you are also not going to get this ad, so we'll be right back. Click.
Captain Big Guy says the pregnant woman usually has about 5 to 6 liters of blood.
Oh my God.
You couldn't push the blood into her fast enough. So 4 liters she lost. Oh my Lord. That's a lot of blood.
That's like 2/3.
Oh my gosh. Sometimes, okay, when you see that much blood, do you just like start getting woozy from seeing so much blood, you know? I could never be a killer in that way because seeing blood would freak me out. Like I could never like slice someone up.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I'd react because I don't think I've ever actually seen that much blood. Like I've seen my own blood spill out and I've had like minimal reactions to it. I've had like one instance where I got a little bit woozy, like seeing like a huge wound that I suffered right after it happened and being like, oh, that doesn't hurt, but it looks bad. But I don't know how I'd react seeing just like someone else losing a ton of blood. All right, our 60-second ad is up. Cat of Vegas says, the thing that makes me gag is spit. LOL.
Oh my God. So she said blood, pee, poop, vomit doesn't bother her, but spit does it. Oh my gosh. No. Like, no. But all those things make me want to gag. The idea of someone spitting on me, though, definitely makes me go, like, ugh. Gross.
Captain Fake Guy says, okay, sorry for bringing down the mood. That just has been rough. Don't ever apologize. You're here to vent. We're here to listen. That's exactly what this is for. Liz B says, I start actually getting hyper-focused when I see lots of blood or trauma. Interesting. And Lizzie B said, oh my God, same. Oh my God, I think in regards to spit. So that is interesting. Like, I remember when I was a kid, my brother used to do this thing, and you guys can just, like, plug your ears for 15 seconds because this is spit triggering. But it was like, he'd, like, spit a loogie and then suck it back up.
Ah.
And it's the grossest fucking thing I've ever seen. And anytime I'd see it, I would almost vomit. Like, on the spot, almost be like, oh my God, if I see that again, I'm going to fucking puke. It is the grossest thing a human being can do. So I think I'm also triggered.
Penguin says, when I have my blood drawn, I see it leaving me and want to say, hey, get that back.
Which says, I one time got concerned when I was giving blood, and it's because it came out so fucking fast. It was like one of those little tubes that they take when they're taking like 2 or 3 tubes from you to like run blood tests or whatever. And she like put the needle in me, and lucky like I have a really good vein that pops out right here, so I don't have to get stuck very much. So she stuck me, she taped it down, we're just talking. I look down, she puts the tube on, it's like, whoosh. I was like, fuck. Like, that was scary seeing how fast it left my body.
See, I have like the opposite experience when I go get blood drawn. I went to go get an antibody test, and I didn't realize they require blood for that when I went in. No one told me when I made the appointment to get antibody tests. I should have known, because how else are they going to check you for antibodies, right? But I got in there, and she, taps my vein, and it's like syrup coming out of me. Like, it is so thick. And I look at her, and she looks at me, and I'm just like, I'm so sorry. And she's like, luckily, we don't need a lot of it. Because it was just like, this is
the story of how Robin is always dehydrated.
I'm so dehydrated.
Needs to drink
my
more
blood
water.
is so thick.
All right, let's read a few more of these, and we'll jump into Robin's third.
Hey, they always tell you blood is thicker than water.
They do. Lizzie B says, poop, blood, guts is fine, but mucus, suctioning a trach is probably the most torture I feel in a day. Fucking gross. Captain Fake Guy says, in all caps, ew, Adam, what the fuck? I just almost vomited in my mouth at that story. Laura Ann says, gross. Pink Penguin says, ugh, can't with that story. Latreia says, and I love this response, I used to do that with my brothers, but now it grosses me out. Fucking gross. Glitch said, that reminds me of the time I worked for a chicken company. In the freezer, a vat of blood and parts broke and poured all over me and 3 other people. I quit that day. So gross, I couldn't get the smell off of me. That is fucking gross.
Ew.
Now I think we're going to start getting some horror stories about nasty things that happen to people at their work, which I think is a perfect place to pause, because when we come back, we can read all that super pleasant stuff. So, Robin, if you want to go ahead and move into your second story, I will mark it, and you can take it away. Also, I think we should have done 6 drinks each. I think I'm at 6, but I'm going to take another one.
I don't know. I'm almost finished with my cup.
Pro tip. If you're ever out at a bar or with friends and you're drinking beer from a glass, beer makes me very burpy. And it's just not appealing to burp around a lot of folks. So
yeah,
this is my trick. I used to do this when I used to date and go to bars a lot because I didn't want to burp at the girl. I would just be like, blah, 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 blah. And as I'd bring my drink to my mouth, I get to hear, and then you burp. And you blow out as the liquid is tilting towards you. So you're like, so it just like comes out smelling like beer. And then you take your sip. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I hope I've changed your all lives.
Mm-hmm. My all lives.
Yep, I didn't say it right. Just go ahead and start over. Take it away, Robin. Go
all
now.
Right. So, all right. So the second email I'm going to read here, third email of this episode, is from Brianda.
Just fucking pick one and commit to it. Just saying it over and over, alternating ways, is annoying.
I'm going to call you Bree. Okay, so this one's from Bree, and the subject is, please read on the pod. All right. It goes, sup, y'all?
Sup.
Kicks your room door wide open. If someone actually kicked my door open right now, I would freak the fuck out.
I would yell at them.
It's me, Bree, back at it again. Cues, air horn, and lasers. I
like that.
I'm gonna get to it. So something weird happened when I was camping, and I have no explanation. So we're out camping in the desert one day after Thanksgiving. It's a big group of people, I'd say about 10 families, all with RVs, motorcycles, outdoor riding toys, kids, etc. Me and my family were poor, lol. What the fuck? So we had a tent. Inside my tent is a heater. There's 2 air mattresses on opposite sides of the tent. One on the far left, then space for moving around, and then another on the far right. We had clothes, shoes, etc. Everyone is drinking, having fun. My daughter and my friend's daughter are asleep in my tent. They're both girls under 5. One kid is on each air mattress, and the portable camping heater is on. All right, so a tent, 2 air mattresses, opposite sides, a kid on each. So we're outside having some drinks, music is going, people still doing crazy stuff with the motorcycles. I'm by the bonfire when in the corner of my eye, I see a man go in to my tent. I immediately say, who the duck went into my tent? I think she typed it on the phone and it meant to say fuck.
That's funny.
To which my friend says, what? By this time, I'm in fight or flight, which means fight for me, so I sprint, and I mean sprint to my tent and bust it open, trying to see what idiot went into my tent where 2 little girls are sleeping in. Everyone else is supposed to be by the fire. When I get inside, I see smoke, smells horrible, and see that a blanket fell over the heater that was next to the air mattress my daughter was sleeping on. So this spirit had to be like, hey, you need to check on your kids because there's a fire, right?
I mean, this is what it sounds like. I don't know if it's a spirit or if it's just a stranger who can disappear, like that movie Jumper, or, I don't know, Nightcrawler. Did you hear a bamf at any point? That's important because that's the sound it makes when someone bamfs.
The blanket was burning, y'all, like on fire with 2 kids inside. I ripped the blanket off the heater and threw it out of the tent. I ventilated the crap out of the tent, all while the 2 babies slept peacefully, completely unaware or bothered. Had I not gotten there when I did, I honestly think the tent could have caught on fire with my kid in there. I'm glad I made it in time and everything was fine, but who the fuck did I see go into my tent? I asked everyone, and no one saw anyone go in, as everyone was accounted for. So who did I see? If I hadn't seen the man go in, I wouldn't have checked on the kids. I think about this almost every day. Anyway, I think this is probably my 3rd email submission, and I kind of feel like I'm part of the show, so shrugs in a cool way. Thank you for all you do. Robin, congratulations on your degree. Oh my God, thank you guys. An awesome job / internship. You're going to kill it. Thank you. It's 3 months in and I haven't gotten fired yet, so that's a good thing. Change can be scary, but remember, butterflies change from caterpillars. I feel like I'm not a caterpillar or a butterfly. I feel like I am
sexy
a
bare-ass
crab.
baboon. Oh yeah, we're in
like,
different wavelengths. Sorry about that.
Like a hermit crab, because they change shells as they grow. I think maybe my shell has just become like something like an odd piece of trash floating on the bottom of the ocean.
Why are you so self-deprecating, dude? I think you are just, you grew out of your university shell and now you're moving into like your big kid shell. I don't think it's a piece of trash on the bottom of the floor of the ocean. Unless it's like a super cool like skull that like someone had on their like desk, and then they somehow wound up throwing it in the ocean. So it looks like a shell that you could put on, but you're just like rolling around in the most badass shell you could ever want.
Or it could be like a creepy doll head.
That's cool too. I like that.
So you too will become a beautiful butterfly or, a hermit crab with a cool badass shell. Bugs. Oh, it says Bugs Life Heimlich the caterpillar voice. Oh my God. I'm trying to think of a really good Heimlich impersonation. That's the word, right? Impersonation.
I mean, I'm not sure what sentence you're trying to say right now, but I think that's what you're referencing. I've never seen A Bug's Life though, so.
I don't know. He has a really cute voice. A beautiful butterfly. I can't do it. I'm not doing it. It doesn't matter. Adam, thank you for holding the fort down and having a super cool mustache. You remind me of an old coworker who I became good friends with. He seemed like a grumpy old man, but once you got to know him, he was a grumpy old man.
Fair enough. I don't have the mustache anymore though, so.
He was our grumpy old man with the biggest heart and the fastest, wittiest of comebacks. Y'all inspire me every time I listen and play a big role into why I started my own horror-related podcast. It's obviously not as cool or educated as Scaryish, but just wanted you to know y'all really inspired me with the amazing entertaining and knowledge y'all drop. So that's it until something else happens, LOL. And remember, everything gets better with age, unless you're a banana. Love, Brie.
Hey, when bananas are aged out, you turn them into banana bread.
Smoothie or banana bread.
Oh, smoothie, yeah. Oh, man. I could really go for a fucking strawberry banana smoothie right now. And eventually, it becomes shit. So, either way, you can eat the banana when it's, let's just move on. Thank you so much for sending in your story. That was really interesting, and I think it's a case of like a guardian angel style thing, where like you saw something that absolutely led you to an event that would have been completely traumatic. I'm shocked those kids slept through that, or that they stayed in that tent after there was something that was literally on fire. That is terrifying, because I would have woken up and been like, what smells so bad? But you got there just in time. So overall, I think the story is definitely about a guardian angel. So that's my take.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I said at the beginning, like maybe it's a spirit that was like, y'all need to check on your kids, Maybe it was one of your ancestors, or maybe it was just a spirit from the desert. You never know. It could be anything, anyone. I just think it's really cool that you were able to catch that fire before it got worse. Because that's absolutely terrifying. Yeah. Definitely fires scare me. The idea of things burning scares me.
Thank you so much for sending that in. All right, let's look over into stream chat, see what you folks had to say during that one. All right, I think I'm What's for Dinner's message is where I left off. I had a chunk of venison in the fridge in a bowl, and so much blood leaked out of it that the bowl overflowed. I cleaned it up, drained the bowl, and when I pulled it out, it had overflowed again. Jesus Christ, was the piece of venison the heart? And was it filled with all the blood that was in that deer? Pink Penguin says, I used to work in a deli and always thought that the moment I opened a box of rotisserie chickens with something extra gross in it would be the day I quit. I will say my first job was at Subway, and I closed, which meant I had to go and get like the frozen loaves of bread and put them in the proofer. They have a very specific stink to them. And I would go home, and that would just like be all I could smell on my shirts, no matter how many times I washed them. It was nasty. I'm gonna keep scrolling.
Ghost Dunk says, I can't stand the thought of blood coming out of me, but when I go see wrestling, seeing blood there is cool as hell.
That's funny. Faye says, for some reason, I still don't like...
Big Guy says...
Go ahead.
We stopped at the same time.
It's like 6 second delayed for me. Captain Fake Eye said, and Robin takes it from here.
Still don't like getting my blood drawn. You can put things in me like shots, but I hate seeing blood come out of me. Thank you for the clarification.
Yeah, you definitely need clarification when you use phrases like you can put things in me.
I don't mind watching blood leave in the tube. Like when they do the little vials of blood. Sometimes when it goes really fast, it's fascinating to watch. But I know that I'm not dying, If I knew I was bleeding out, I would be like, fuck. But because I know it's just like, it's a blood draw, I'm like, I'm fine.
It's a controlled, exit of blood from your body, rather than it's like, hey, can someone put that back in me, please? I'm good with things being put in me.
Mad Scan says, don't mind blood getting drawn, but I hate shots. I don't mind shots either, actually.
I'm okay with either, yeah.
I just don't like the shots that burn when they go in. Those are bad.
Laura Ann says, I'm the opposite. I hate getting blood drawn, but shots don't really bother me. Keep scrolling. Laura Ann
Pink Penguin says, I hope they don't add another booster for COVID. I'll do it, but I won't be happy.
I'm pretty sure they're going to.
It's the one with an M. Moderna is going to need another booster. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. Just shoot me up. Because I want to go to Japan.
I've had a lot of vaccinations. I've had a lot of flu shots in my life. I'm just like, hey, it is what it is. This is pretty fucking normal.
When I got to high school, when I transferred high schools to Texas, they made me take another 6 shots on top of the vaccinations I already had. I don't know what they were, but there were so many.
I remember when my brother joined the National Guard, he had to get so many fucking vaccinations. It was during the Iraq War too, the second Iraq War.
My old boss at my previous job said that when he went to, I forget where he got deployed to. Oh, he went to Japan, no, Korea. I think he got deployed to Korea or something. And they line all the soldiers up and they just, it's like boom, 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 down the line. Everyone
just for my brother too. MQI says, I'm fine with blood and guts. Puke? No. My kiddo was sick right now and I got to clean up puke today, gagging the whole time.
I don't mind puke. I think poop bothers me the most. Like when the dogs are sick, vomit, I'm like, yeah, I'll clean up your vomit. When they poop, I'm like, ugh.
Robin's like, we should not have dogs anymore when they poop.
Yeah. Yep.
Glitch says, oh, and those see-through tents, Adam, are for hunters. They can see out in 360. I mean, that's what I'd be there for, to hunt the cryptids. I'm What's Fit Inner said, just thought I would let y'all know IMB Trainer's asleep, so if you have anything mean to say about her, now's the time. No. Red Keto says, I'm a creepy person that doesn't mind my blood being taken or watching anything else happen. I work in a pharma lab with a lab rat, the next to over.
Rat lab.
With a rat lab, the next two over. And I stop by once in a while and find fun scenes. The next room over from me. It was corrected in the next sentence. I'm going to keep scrolling.
A lot of people hate needles. I don't know why. When it comes to tattoos, it's like you get nervous before the needle hits you, and then once they start, you're like, this is fine.
MQI says, I am also cool with getting my blood drawn in shots. I was in the hospital for a month. You get used to it. I do not like blood pressure cuffs. I'm shocked more people don't hate blood pressure cuffs because they're just like restricting. I imagine they would trigger someone's claustrophobia, to be honest with you.
I don't mind blood pressure cuffs at all, except for sometimes they're too tight.
Yeah.
And then it hurts for that split second. And then, it goes like or whatever, and it's fine. So it doesn't bother me at all.
The release that it had, like when it releases like that, that's a great feeling. You're like, ow, ow. And you're like, you're like, oh.
Blood rush.
I enjoy the results I get because my blood pressure has always been really good, knock on wood. I have a doctor's appointment on Friday, and I don't know why, but I'm convinced I'm going to have high blood pressure, so I really hope I don't.
Pink Penguin says, I drink more water when I have a straw. It's just more fun, I guess. I actually have to agree with that. I drink much more water when I have a straw.
I don't. It takes too much time. Madscan says, going back to the dehydration comment Robin made, I feel like I have shocked my system from never drinking water to drinking 48 ounces a day now. I imagine that would be a lot.
Captain Fake Eye says, I literally cut people for a living and still can't deal with blood draws.
That's funny.
Let's see.
Keep scrolling. Elizabeth says, when I was 19, I started out my career as a phlebotomist for a methadone clinic on Hollywood Boulevard. Damn.
What's a phlebotomist?
I think it's someone who phlebotomizes people. Squidward's Poppy says, hi, everyone. What up?
Hello.
Thank you for joining us. Elizabeth says, no, I'm a psych nurse with psych issues, LOL.
Oh, I think it's the person that draws the blood. Because Captain Fake Eye says, had to get blood work for health maintenance and almost hit the phlebotomist. So it's got to be the blood drawing person.
Which says, I don't understand people. Some people will literally eat ass, but won't eat the little black parts on banana. God, okay, sorry, rant over. I love bananas. That was weird, apropos of nothing. Hashtag don't eat. Captain Fake Eye says, had to get blood work for, yep, you already said that. I'm going to keep looking.
I'm What's Dinner says, in quotes, I like seeing other people's blood. Captain Fake Eye, probably.
Elizabeth says, so the video will come in for like 2 seconds and then freeze for about 3 minutes, then do it again. I would suggest trying to lower the quality on it because it sounds like it's more of a connection thing because we're not dropping any frames.
Ghost Dunk says, I had tickets to Japan for next week, but I had to cancel them because I wasn't sure if they would let me in the country.
And now they're letting people in the country.
They're letting people in the country.
We were talking about it today.
Yeah, because A&A just announced that if you are completely vaccinated and boosted, you no longer have to self-quarantine or anything if you're a traveler entering the country. So there's that.
Elizabeth says, my daughter woke up in the middle of the night and took all the keys off my laptop.
That's fucked up.
That's
it sounds like you need to return it.
The kid or the laptop?
Yeah. Stefan, if you do end up going to Japan, let us know. I have so many shopping requests.
Oh,
Will
God.
Venmo /Zelle.
MQI says, my uncle said he got so many vaccines when he went to Vietnam.
Oh, yeah. When you go to a country like Vietnam, like Liz, my sister, when she went, she had to get all these vaccines because there are things that you would never come across here. But there, it's like common. It's crazy.
So here's a fun story. I have a cousin who loves to dance, and they went to Africa with their dance troupe. They did not get the malaria vaccine that was recommended to them. I think it was a cost or timing issue. There was someone else in their dance troupe that I'm aware of that didn't get it because they don't believe in vaccines. Both of the people, they were the only two people in the entire dance troupe that did not get the malaria vaccine, and they are both the two people that got malaria. My cousin almost died, in fact, because she was misdiagnosed by a doctor who gave her a fucking Z-Pack and sent her home, telling her that she was just sick. And she had told them, like, I went to Africa and I didn't have my malaria vaccine. And they still sent her home. And by the time she got back to the hospital, because she was not getting better, she was, like, super bad off. So I'm very happy that she wound up being okay.
Dosung says, if I go to Japan, I'm going to try to be there for, like, 3 months. If you get an apartment, can we, like, crash?
Robin's gonna want to crash and also bring like 7 people. So Ghost Dunk says, what about hunting the most dangerous game? Friends, right? Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's too old now, man. I'm pretty sure I could take down Arnold. He's so old now. I mean, not in a fist fight. He would fucking murder me. But if it was in like a, I don't know, being old competition, he'd lose. Captain Vegas says, I feel like for the tattoos I've gotten, they haven't been super painful. The one on my ribs was the worst and was 6 out of 10.
I think the only one that hurt for me was the one I got, like, it hit, one point of it, like, hit my pelvic bone. And that was the only time it hurt. And didn't even hurt the entire time. It was only when the needle would hit a bone. That's about it.
Ghost Dunk says, can you imagine me showing our friend Mike around Japan? Oh my God, that would be amazing. You guys would have to start a fucking YouTube channel and just call it Stefan and Mike Do Japan. Like, it would be so much fun.
What's so funny about Mike?
Mike is just like the most fascinating, hilarious fucking person. I swear to God.
Is he like totally sheltered and doesn't know anything? So everything is just like.
He just is a very unique person. Like, you know, you have some people that react and they're just like, oh yeah, whatever. Mike has very unique reactions to like everything. All right, what else do we have here? MQI says, so my blood pressure was super high when I was in the hospital and I was only 15. So they did my blood pressure like 1,500 times a day after I was out of ICU, and I just can't deal with the cuff. I hate it. I do not blame you.
Ugh, yeah.
Captain Vegas says, I want another tattoo really bad, but I want it on my thigh and I can't afford one right now. Understand the whole can't afford one right now. I am going to get another tattoo. It's going to happen, and Robin's going to talk a bunch of shit about it.
He's going to get like the little suns right around his nips.
I just want to get my other one filled in because I have this like giant bald eagle.
It had something to do with nips.
Yeah, I have this giant bald eagle. You gotta
get your other nip filled in?
Down my chest, and I haven't had it filled in like 15 or 20 years.
Now you gotta get like a scorpion that's like all the way down like your junk area with like the clappers, the little claws.
I have the giant bald eagle already. Like, obviously, you know what the eagle head is that's completely tattooed white. Yeah, but then you gotta have
the stinger.
How can I have a scorpion tattoo when my D is already an eagle head and is tattooed completely white, is what I'm saying.
Or you could have the eagle facing the scorpion.
The scorpion would have to like be on my taint, like going like.
No.
No. It would work, and then
it's gotta have the stinger being like up on your like V area, right? And then the stinger going down. Yeah.
No, because like
if there was one.
The fupa area is like the hair around the neck. You know, so it totally makes sense. And then there's like the head, like, okay, we're going to move on from this. God, it'd be so horrible to have your entire D tattooed white. Pink Penguin says, I hear that the top of the foot is a super painful place for tattoos. Kenneth Vega says, I want another nerd tattoo all in black and white. LOL. What? Kenneth Vega says, what is happening right now? And Glitch says, what is this? Why? Mike says, popped on the YouTube at the very moment you guys were talking about me. Okay, so like we have to hang out this weekend. Here's the thing.
In Vegas?
We were supposed to hang out last weekend, and I'm back in Vegas now. So we have to hang out when I'm back out there, which should be like the first or second week of April. I love Mike to death. Mike is fucking awesome. Mike is like, he works on sound. He does a ton of different stuff. So I'm going to start trying to share some of your stuff on our accounts, dude, so you can get some exposure, because I think you probably have plenty, but I just want to put your work out in the world because I think you're unique and I love you. And you're very, very talented.
We all got to go to Japan, apparently.
We do. Captain Vega says, having the D tattooed.
The V area? When I say V on a dude, I mean like if he was like an Adonis, just like ripped
the penis
six-pack.
Pointers. Like,
yeah.
You have the 6-pack, maybe an 8-pack, and then you have like the lines that point down to the dick, and that's the V. Mike says, we love you guys too. April it is. I also love Chandra. I have to say that. That's Mike's significant other. She is amazing as well. So
I haven't met her yet.
I give Mike a lot of credit. I don't give Chandra nearly enough credit. When I met Chandra, the day I met Chandra, someone told me what her name was, and I was super fucking hammered. And then when I went to introduce myself to her like 2 hours later, I said her name completely wrong, and I was just like, "It's nice to meet you." It was so bad, and she didn't hold it against me for the rest of my life. So I do appreciate that.
Captain Big Eye says, "Oh, the hottie V, basically the arrow to the D."
Yes.
Glitch says it's the V on a male gutter.
They're called cum gutters. We know this from watching Rick and Morty.
That's fucking disgusting.
It's from Rick and Morty. It's not something I made up.
Aw, Stefan went over to YouTube.
That's so
okay,
funny.
no, you have to read your last story, dog, or we're gonna just
hang out with everyone. Night. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna mark it. We're gonna move into our last. Our last. I guess that works too. All right, here we go.
Holy crap! I want to go to Japan so bad, dude.
Yeah, here's the thing. Do you want wedding or do you want Japan?
Japan.
We can't afford both. All right, I'm reading my last story. Marking it.
Okay. I want to read what Stefan said so bad.
Then just read it. You're the one that told me to start my story.
Sorry, he said, I want an album cover of Adam spread eagle on his back, taint pointing straight up, and a scorpion triumphantly sitting on the top of the taint.
Battling my chest eagle. All right, marking it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and move in. Holy shit, shut the fuck up, Robin. All right, I'm going to go ahead and move into my second.
Sorry. I just scorpion taint, fuck.
Damn it, my batteries came out of my mouse. It wasn't worth the joke. Well, read more now. I have to put my batteries in my mouse.
Okay.
Came right out.
Mike says, Stefan, come to LA. Yeah, I agree. Stefan, you should come to LA.
You guys should start traveling to do shows again, man. We're doing all these conventions, and you guys aren't out there.
For AX. Hello.
All we do is play fucking Dungeons and Dragons together.
Have what is it? What is his band's name? Cloud
Pillowcases.
Pillowcases. Yeah, y'all should play AX. You should freaking do that. You should come and play AX. That'd be great.
All right. Can I read?
Yeah. Sorry.
I'm
gonna draw a scorpion sitting on your taint. It's just gonna be hilarious.
Catavega says, now I'm drooling over random dudes' V lines. We're definitely moving on. Marking it. I will mute Robin if I have to. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and move into the last story of the show. This one's subject is story okay to share on Storytime. That is a solid subject, and it comes from D, as in Dick. Just saying.
Oh.
So I don't want anyone to be like, did it come from B or V? No, D, as in Dick. But you're not a dick. That's my last name's initial as well. My friends used to call me D. Anyways, hi all.
You are a dick.
Hi. I wanted to share my most recent story with you all. My sister and I went to Austin, Texas this fall for my cousin's wedding. We got an Airbnb to stay in since it was much cheaper than a hotel. On the first night we slept there, I remember going to bed not afraid or scared in any way and falling asleep rather quickly. It's pretty cold out, about 40 degrees, so I hopped into bed and snuggled right into the fluffy down comforter. At about 3:15 a.m., I woke up because I was too warm and thinking that I had heard the sound of heavy footsteps running down the hallway, like That's someone terrifying. Running barefoot. Because I was half asleep, I told myself there was no way it was real and I had to have just been having a dream. And it had to have been just a dream, and I went back to sleep. That morning, I wanted to ask my sister if she had heard anything. She had slept in the next room at the end of the hall and had kept her door open that night. I was sure that she would have heard it too. So I called her into my room, asking her to come talk to me. I said to her, quote, I think something happened last night. Her response was, quote, yeah, something did, but I don't want to talk about it while we are in the house, end quote. That's smart. I've always thought, like, if anything creepy is happening in the house, pretend like it's not happening, leave the house, and then just, like, never go back. Goes on. My eyes got wide, and I immediately asked her what had happened. She told me that she had woken up to the feeling of someone watching her. She experiences things like this all the time since her husband and son are extremely sensitive and see spirits all the time.
Okay.
My sister doesn't usually see spirits, but she feels them. Because she knows how to deal with these kinds of situations, she told the spirit it wasn't wanted there with us and told it to go away. She said it went away and it didn't feel like it was a malicious spirit. I think that was her way of trying not to scare me. But of course, I was already terrified and could not sleep the next night. On the third night and last night we were there, I told her I ended up having to put on some calming wave music and I was able to get to sleep. She then told me that on the second and third nights, her door kept opening. She said that on the second night, she had closed her door and awoke in the middle of the night to pee to find the door open. She thought maybe she just hadn't closed it properly. So on the third night, she had made sure to close it and securely latch the door, and when she got up in the night to use the bathroom, she saw it was open again. She then closed it again and woke in the morning to an open door yet again. We privately messaged the Airbnb host and asked if they knew of any weird experiences in the house, but they never sent a reply. I also noticed they had a Virgin of Guadalupe candle out on the mantle. I'm not really sure what that is used for. It just struck me as odd after what had happened. Thank you for reading my story.
I mean, I know some people have those just to have them, not necessarily because their house is haunted or anything, just because it's a part of their religion or whatnot. But that's really weird.
I will say, like, growing up having a grandfather that was Puerto Rican, I can't tell you how many fucking candles he had in his room. There were many, many candles, and I could never tell you what they all do, but they're not all to ward off evil. However, I think it's worth investigating, like, if there's a specific meaning to that particular one. So either way, like, that is really creepy, especially when the Airbnb people don't message you back, because you would imagine they're either going to message you back and be like, no, we've never heard anything like that, because they don't want their Airbnb to get a shitty review, or they'd message you back like, why, what happened, you know? Ignoring you entirely is just something that I would not expect, and it's pretty fucking terrifying. So thank you for sending that in. All right, we are done with the story section of Storytime, which means that all that's left to do is to hang out, play some video games, and then
Stefan, I haven't seen you say anything about coming out for AX, because we'll be selling at an art table at Anime Expo.
Indeed, we will.
If you folks do not know, we'll be out here in LA selling our art stuff. Me and the JJ Obsession, Jess and Jen, as our combined studio name, the Artsy Engineers.
I'll also be there.
Yeah, and Adam, you know.
And Adam.
Team support. And Jules, team support.
She's way more excited for Jules than me. All right, I'll let you read the stuff that's in the chat while I get Marbles on Stream ready to go.
Let's see. Captain Fake Eye says, now I'm drooling over random dudes' felines.
I read that.
Oh, shit. Okay. Glitch says, I would yeet their candle at the ghost. MQI says, gotta go. The sick kiddo needs a mom. Hopefully I'll be back for Marbles. Hopefully your child feels better. Did you read the one from I Went to Dinner about the Chupa Chup?
Nope.
Okay. He said, I have less of a V line and more of a flesh mountain leading to my Chupa Chup. What the fuck?
I've never heard Chupa Chup before.
Those are those lollipops. Those. You know the lollipops that once you eat them, the like stick is like a whistle?
No.
Oh.
So
I think you've had them before. I love Chupa Chups.
I'm updating Marbles
strawberry chocolate one.
Holy fuck, dude. I'm updating Marbles on Stream, and it's stating that it's going to take around an hour and 30 minutes, so we'll see how much that changes. We all know that this is the case with Marbles on Stream. I forgot that I updated it when I was out there in Anaheim, but I did not update it when I got back, unfortunately. But we do have a game to play in the meantime, so we're going to go ahead and get that set up instead.
Stefan with the Spanish knowledge, he says chupa equals suck, which is why El Chupacabra is named El Chupacabra.
That makes sense.
People are talking about Pepsi Nitro and Starlight Coke. Don't even know what either of those are.
You guys are speaking foreign language right now to me. I've never heard of those things.
Yeah.
I've heard of does everyone remember Pepsi Crystal? I think that was what it was called. Is that the
clear Pepsi?
Yeah. And it was terrible.
Is it Pepsi Crystal or Pepsi Clear?
No, this Crystal first, then I think they named it Clear when they brought it back.
All
right. So
yeah, Stefan says Crystal Pepsi.
Crystal Pepsi is what it was called. I misspoke. I'll never forget
Stefan's
myself.
like, hold on, you fucking idiots, let me tell you.
All right, I'm going to move us over into a different scene, and then I'm going to have to make some adjustments really fast. That is not what it's supposed to be. It's this one, actually. It doesn't look that bad. It's not too fucked up. So that's number one. That's a good sign. Let's go ahead and make some quick adjustments. Okay, so we have a lot of adjustments to make. First one's first. Transform, fit to screen. Okay, that looks better. Second, we're going to move this chat box a little bit higher. Booyah. Third is
I can't see what he's doing, so to me it's just a mystery.
Third is, well, don't forget to get your phone out because you're going to have to join us.
Oh, hold on. Got it. Hello,
marbles.
my little Mickey Mouse vampire friend. How's your day going?
See, I don't know why it's so offset for Robin. Oh, it's because she's leaning. That's why. Either way, I'm just going to scooch this over. Oh, if it'll let me scooch it over, I'll scooch it over. And then we're going to do a team battle, which should be fun. I feel like we might want to be up here since the team battles happen on the bottom. We're going to do a size of 7. So once I hit start, the first 14 people who make any sort of message in the chat are going to be our contestants. So Captain Vega says, okay, I have to go to bed. Good night. Good night, Faye. Thank you for joining us. All right. Click and start. So if you type in exclamation point emote, you will get your specific emote as your combatant. Oh, dang. The spots are filling up so fast, and I am not connected to chat because chat is poopy.
So what do I do? Exclamation point emote.
It's too late. Teams are full.
Oh, what? Rude.
Yeah, I told you to get your phone out. You had all the time in the world. We have 2 swords on my side. We have a sword, and a mace on the other side. But we have more health on my side, so that'll be interesting. You can do your prediction right now, though. Predictions are waiting to see who you're going to pick. I don't know who to vote on because, I just always sort of die. Oh man, we're running out of time. Our time is running out.
Our time is running out.
All right. The battle is about to begin. We will all see who comes out victorious. I figured there'd be sound on this, but there's just not. All right. It's just an absolute bloodbath right now, but I'm not sure who's going to take the lead. All right, blue team has lost 2 contestants, 3 contestants, 4 contestants. It's 7-3. Really quickly, it's 7-1. Good God. Okay, that was brutal. Red team absolutely dominated. Confirm the payout. That was really quick. Which means we have to do another one. Obvi. So I'm going to move it up to 8. We'll see if we can get 8 versus 8. Let's go ahead and join right meow. I don't know why it brought the menu back up. All right, I got in this time. Robin, are you trying to join, or are you just humming over there?
I'm trying to join, but it's really hard to pick an emote.
This is why you didn't get in last time. 3 more spots. Only 3 more spots.
All
2
right,
more spots. So anyone who has not yet typed in a message, if you type it in, you can choose your emote. Otherwise, you're just going to get one randomly assigned to you. We need 2 more spots. Anyone out there who has not yet joined, just type in a message. And it'll give you a marble.
Oh, wow. You guys can see my entire messy room. Please don't look at it.
Yeah, I was saying that there's something wrong with the camera on this one, but don't know. I think we're just kind of stuck, and this was my concern. That's why I didn't put it up to 8 versus 8 in the first place, because last time we couldn't get 8 versus 8. We only did 7 versus 7. So I'm going to give it like 10 seconds. I'm just going to move it back to 7v7. So everyone can get their...
I guess my room's not that messy.
Everyone, yeah, someone cleaned it before he left yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Was that you?
Yes, it was. Someone, yeah. Okay, we're going to back out to 7v7. Get your emote ready to go, because we're going to have to put them back in.
Oh.
Stop. 7. Start. All right.
My God, if
Dot, 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 dot.
Oh no, no one voted yet because we haven't started this round. I was looking at the results of the last round.
All right. 1 more spot available.
One last time.
We had 14 when we were trying to do the 8 versus 8. Now that we're trying to do a 7 versus 7, we only have 15. Come on. Jay Valor says, sorry, I'm stuck on the YouTube side traveling home. No worries. I don't know who was in for the 8 versus 8 that just decided to back out and isn't going to do the 7 versus 7. But we're going to wait until we get it, or I'm just going to switch us to marbles.
Take your time. I'm in no rush.
Glitch says, Red's got this. Glitch, you're on blue. We need 1 more person, and I'm going to take the spot with the Scaryish account. If you guys, you know what? I'm just going to do it.
Yeah, Amanda.
There we go. All right. We're going to get 1 minute for voting.
Okay, but
Place
Red
your
has
votes.
so much HP and weapons. How is this possible?
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm going to say Red.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to vote Red. I'm going to put 500 points on the team I am on. Because I only have like 545 points total. But if I win, for every 1 point I bet, I'm going to get 33.33 points. Which is pretty fucking sick. And that number's going down, but we'll see if the odds hold out. One last time. Yeah, I had like this whole like padding set up for our cameras, and it was shifted perfectly, and for whatever reason, like the padding is just not working on this one. Curse Wolf says still can't vote. I don't know why. Brian said I put everything on Red, they can't lose. Bold words. Oh, there's a healing spot in the center on this one. That's exciting. All right, I'm What's for Dinner has the bombs, so if we're going to win, I'm What's for Dinner is going to have to throw some pretty good bombs. Ooh, they already took out Amanda. Those bombs are fucking devastating. We were ahead by 2, and now we're behind by 1. This is getting bad. This is looking bad. Glitch.
Is Blue really going to win? Or is Red going to win?
No, pay attention. Just look in the top right, dude. It was 5-1 when you said that.
Oh, my bad.
Confirm now. Good job, Red team. The bombs helped, but not enough. All right, we're going to switch over to marbles now. Exit. Exit.
All right, we're just gonna do one marbles because.
Yeah, one race. I have to work after this, so, and I'm probably gonna be working all fucking night, which absolutely sucks. It's like one's too big, one's too small. It doesn't make any goddamn sense at all. Yeah, we'll leave it there. Nah, we'll move it here. I'll put it there. Whatever. All right, go ahead and start your voting for whatever track we're going to race. Again, we're only going to have one race tonight. So, ! Vote space, then the corresponding number for the track you want to race. All right.
We have to be so bad.
Go.
Nah, I can wait. Episode is almost over.
Indeed. All right, Twisted Toothpick is in first place. Let it scroll to Twisted Toothpick, and if it catches up to it and it's still in first place, that is the track we will be racing. And then the show will come to its beautiful, beautiful end.
If you could learn another language right now, what would it be?
I don't know. I'd have to pick either Japanese, German, or Spanish.
I would do Japanese, Korean, German, and French. I think.
You want to learn all those?
Yeah.
Like you said one, and then you didn't apply those rules.
That's the order. The order I would want to learn them in.
Got it. That makes sense. Have we passed Twisted Toothpick? I wasn't paying that much attention. I don't think we have. I'll let it keep scrolling. Was Twisted Toothpick number 23?
Scrolling.
I think it was number 23. Shit. All right, I'm going to scroll up. Yep, Twisted Toothpick number 23. 5. I'm so stupid. Record time, minute 10. Average time, 1:49. Locally, 1:51 for us. Record time, 1:28 by West Virginia.
These
Here
stats
we
seem so
go.
intense.
That screen is really fucking bright. Oh my god. ! Play to get your marble on
Your screen
stream.
makes you look so red.
Yep. Well, I mean, you seeing me on Discord is a completely different look than the camera from Razer. So,
okay.
Starting the countdown. Rat Meow, you have 75 seconds to type in ! Play.
Glad I don't have any dildos hanging out.
Yeah, that would have been embarrassing, right? If you had that whole collection that you usually have suction cup to the wall. It's just
You're so
fucking
dumb.
Every color in the ultraviolet spectrum.
You're so stupid. I love you.
All right, we only have 12 marbles, y'all. Robin's not one of them either. So
Oh shit, hold on.
it's like she doesn't even pay attention to the show she's on.
Yeah, it's because I drank too much is probably what happened.
All right, we're only going to have 12 marbles in today's sad, sad race. That's unfortunate. And there is Robin's lucky number 13 marble, so good chance to win a prize. I don't have a whole lot to say.
I was gonna just say that we're going to be setting up a giveaway soon for a bunch of keychains, those Patreon exclusive ones. We're gonna do a giveaway for a bunch of them as like a gift package thing, all in one prize package.
We've been talking about it for a minute, but we need to have photos taken
finally,
of it, apparently.
Yeah, we'll set up the giveaway, take some pictures of all the keychains, and then we're going to put up a poll on Patreon for our patrons. Our Choose Your Own Adventure patrons will be posting a poll for a topic you guys want to see next week. And yeah, maybe some risque pictures of Adam.
Wow, you're making a lot of promises right now, Robin. I don't think you're going to keep any of them. All right, Latreia is in first place and ahead of the record-setting pace that was put forth by I'm What's for Dinner. We'll see if she can maintain that. All right, the giant funnel kind of sucks, but we're going to come down to the bottom of it. Oh, went too far. Come down to the bottom of it and watch as folks come out. And if you can come out, yeah, see what I'm What's for Dinner did right there, where you like bounce backwards and then you get launched forwards and hopefully not fall off like Ghost Dunk just did. He's on his way to hell right now.
Oh, no.
Lots of folks getting stopped in this spot. I'm What's for Dinner and Glitch Grim kind of took the same path, except that Glitch Grim did not make it. My Marble did not make it. I'm What's for Dinner? I think no, Red Keto and I'm What's for Dinner.
I can't tell.
I have no idea what you just said.
Am I close to winning? Am I at the front?
I don't think so, but Red Keto just took a really quick shortcut and fell off at the last second. Man. That was brutal.
Oh, man. Oh.
Here comes I'm What's for Dinner, though. Right behind them is Pink Penguin. Oh, there's Robin. Almost got to the end without falling off, but then she fell off. I'm What's for Dinner takes the victory for the second time in a row on this track. Pink Penguin is second. Chloe is third. We only have 4 marbles left that haven't fallen off. I really like that giant ramp, because it just seems like it's going to be straightforward until everyone starts dying.
Glitch says, are there any Cthulhu ones left? Let me check.
All right. Cursed Wolf is going to finish out the race in 7th place, collect some points for the season. Congratulations, I'm What's for Dinner. You go up to 8 points on the season. Robin has 20 points. Dinosaur has 15. And everyone else has Everyone else has below double digits. Either way, congratulations. Says, that's right, bitches. My track. Right on. Congratulations on your victory. That is going to wrap up the fun wind down game section for this portion of the show. We're going to move us back to our screen, which I need to fix because the padding is always broken. There's no way to actually have the padding adjust when you switch scenes, which is unfortunate, but I can adjust it like that, and it's fixed. So cool. Shout out to 911 Girl, who just resubscribed for the 20th month.
Whoop, whoop,
said, just saying hi. I'm not officially on break, LOL. That's funny. All right, gonna mark it, and we're gonna do the outro. So, good stuff. I'm going to make sure there's no redemptions that we missed out on. Nope. All right. So redemptions from here on out will not be redeemable because we won't read them because we'll be in the swing of the outro. So here we go.
Yep. Glitch, I'll send you a PayPal link for the keychain later.
Here we go. Marking it. All right. So that's everything we have for this episode of Storytime. Thank you so much to everyone who wrote into us. If you have a story you'd like to share with us, please email storytime@scaryish.com. Or go to our website, scaryish.com, and click on Contact Us. You can fill out that form. It does come directly to us. If you want to hit us up on our social medias, you can. Facebook is facebook.com/Scaryish Podcast. Twitter is @ScarayishPod, and Instagram is @Scaryish Podcast. Robin, for folks who would like to donate to us, how can they do so?
You can go to patreon.com/Scaryish Podcast. Those are monthly donations. Tiers start at $1. At $1, you get ad-free episodes, so that's always nice.
Ad-free is the way to be.
If you're not into the monthly donation type thing, you can also go to ko-fi.com/Scaryish Podcast. And all your donations definitely help us keep this podcast going.
Indeed. So thank you so much for everyone who watched. Thank you so much to everyone who listened. We appreciate you all. That's everything we have for Storytime number 186. So Robin, go ahead and sign us out.
Keep on creeping on, and we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Bye. I almost just hung up on you.